Hey guys, it's your girl Tammy Torres. Welcome to the G.E.M, the Grand Enterprises Movement. Today I'm interrupting my regularly scheduled programming because it's not as important as this. Let's discuss a pressing issue that affects not only our communities, but it's impacting our future. Let's have a conversation about our youth and the effects of youth violence. Every day, y'all, we turn on our TVs, we watch the news, or we tune into social media, and what do we see? We see our youth engaging in violence and violent activities. They're glamorizing the ideology of violent behavior. They're emulating violent gestures. They're carrying out acts of violence for so-called fame and clout, y'all. We live in a world where our youth are exposed to constant streams of violence through media, through video games, and even in their own neighborhoods. It's a phenomenon that can't be ignored. It must be addressed, right? So that's why we need to have this discussion. We got to talk about it, y'all, to inspire and motivate us to work towards preventing youth violence in our communities, because it's happening everywhere, y'all. So we have to do something about it. We have to take action or formulate a plan to take action. See, youth violence is like a disease, y'all. It's been spreading ever so quickly because it's been left unchecked. We must take action now to stop it from continuing to infect the minds of our youth and our younger generations. We cannot simply turn a blind eye and then hope for the best. We can't put this agenda in someone else's hands, because guess what? It's not their priority. We must actively work towards creating a safer and a more peaceful environment for our youth, y'all. We have to, because right now it's killing them. Literally. The first step in doing so, though, y'all, in order to prevent youth violence, is to understand the root cause of the violence. A lot of times it's poverty-stricken homes. It's the lack of education. It's discrimination. It's violence in their own homes. It's exposure to violence everywhere that they go. We must work towards addressing those underlying issues so that we can work towards the real issue of preventing this violence, right? We must provide tangible resources and opportunities for our youth to break out of the violence and cycles of poverty, right? We must also educate our youth on the destruction and the destructive consequences of violence, right? Because a lot of our youth, they don't care about the consequences. We got to teach them that violence is never the answer and that there are nonviolent ways for them to resolve conflicts. We must also promote empathy and understanding. We got to teach our youth to embrace diversity, but also to respect others. It's also important for us to provide a safe and supportive environment for our youth. This is going to include us creating programs or supporting programs that already exist, mentoring opportunities. We got to also look at safe spaces for them to gather and socialize. Let's provide positive activities and support for them, y'all, to steer them away from negative influence and towards a brighter future. Most importantly, we have to lead by example. Our children, they look up to us. They emulate our behaviors, our attitudes, and our actions. And guess what? It's our responsibility as adults to be role models for our children and promote peace in our community, whether it's in real life or on social media. But let us show them that through our words and action, that violence is never the answer. Preventing youth violence requires a collective effort from all of us. We must come together even more than ever before, y'all. So I want y'all to join me in a live discussion. We're bringing on some youth advocates, youth heroes, mentors, etc. on Friday, February 23rd at the G.E.M, the Grand Enterprises Movement. We're going to have the conversation, and then we're going to formulate a plan to reduce youth violence in our communities, y'all.